who we've got here, Chamari Adapadu, Sri Lanka captain.
What are your emotions after that? You had Australia in a lot of trouble there.
Actually, I'm really happy about my girls because I have only young side. So our young girls perform very well, and unfortunately we lost the match against world champions in last over. We lost the match, but we win a lot of hearts in this crowd.
What was going through your mind when Australia were 3 for 10?
Actually, we pump up because we get 3 wickets, 10 runs, so it's a really good start. And we have Udeshika is the #1 bowler in our team. She take 3 wickets. We pumped up.
I don't know if you saw any replays of Meg Lanning got the little edge there, but you'd used up your review. Did you realise that?
Yeah, actually we think the first one is edge, but unfortunately we lost the review, and the second one is out, I think so, but we lost the review.
Also, just for your side, you have in the past scored so many of Sri Lanka's runs, and there's been a lot of discussion about so much resting on your shoulders. Can you talk a bit about the support you got from the other batters today?
Actually, our young girl, Umasha Timishni, actually she played only in 3-4 internationals, but she's really good. She's she's faced for our Australian #1 bowler, Elisa Perry. She scored 3-4 boundaries against Elisa Perry. So she's really good. I hope she will be one of the best players in the next couple of years. And other batters really give a lot of support for me. So actually I love to play with pressure. I love to perform with the pressure.
How vulnerable do you think Australia are in this World Cup?
Sorry?
How vulnerable do you think they are? Are there weaknesses there to be exploited?
Actually, they don't have any big weaknesses. They are #1 team, no doubt about that. Because that's why they are world champions. Last couple of months, they win a lot of matches. So actually, sometimes some best teams lost one games. It's happened in cricket. So I think the thing is, if everyone can perform well and work as a unit, so they can win. That's it.
Chamari, you've been the mainstay of the Sri Lankan batting for so long. Because of that pressure on you to score, have you ever changed your game or held back some shots?
No, actually, you can say I play all my natural game. That is my positive cricket. That's it. I always talk to myself and said, play positive, play with courage, and play freely. That's 3 words I always talk to myself. So I play my natural game. I loved that pressure because I started international cricket 2010. That time also I have pressure because I'm the #1 batsman in Sri Lanka team that time also. So now 10 years I played for Sri Lanka. I love that pressure. I always try to play with pressure.
And how much of an influence has Harsha? He's been with the team for 2 years now. We see a lot of youngsters coming up, and all the team is playing with positive intent. How much of an influence has his coaching had?
Yeah, you know, Harsha is one of good coach. 2013, the time he's coach in Sri Lanka team. That time we won against England, South Africa, and India. That time we have come in Super 6. So same coach now work with us. So a lot of young girls now join the national team because we have good structure. Actually, Mr. Harsha, our coach, are doing a lot of things with young girls. Hopefully, next 6 months we can become a good team. We can become a good team. Yeah.
Just referring back to that, the DRS review against Lanning, the unsuccessful review. How do you take those DRS decisions as a team? How important is your say as captain, or who do you consult with when you make that kind of decision, given that you don't get to use DRS very often?
Yeah, the thing is that we know Magdalene is a crucial wicket for us, so we try to get her wicket. So we think that he's got out, but unfortunately he's not out. So we talk with keeper and myself and bowler and Shashi, our senior player. So we talk together and we get that decision. Not only me.
Have you got, do you practice those kind of decisions, given that you knew coming into the World Cup that you were going to have DRS available? Was there a way of practicing that?
No, we're not practicing that, but we're watching match. We have some knowledge about that, so we share that knowledge with the girls, and we take the decisions with I talk to keeper and bowler and one senior player. That's it.
You seem to be awfully disappointed with your dismissal, and just before your dismissal, there was this chaotic situation where both of you and your batting partner could have been run out by Alisa Healy. Did that sort of shake your focus a little bit because you went up to your batting partner, hugged her, and tried to calm yourself?
Yeah, the thing is, she's come my way and we hit hard, and I think she's been little bit upset about that, so that we talk each other and we sort out it. But that is not the way I got out, because I tried to hit over the short extra cover, but unfortunately I got out. No, that is not the reason.
And there's been a lot of debate in the wake of last night's game, where there were two attempts that was not used by bowlers from both sides in terms of dismissing a non-striker, backing up, which is often known in the cricketing circles as man-cutting. There is one player in your side who has done that previously. Is that something that is encouraged in the Sri Lankan team, by the coaches or the players?
No, actually, it's rule in ICC. So we can't break the rules. So if batters go in a little bit early, it's not fair. So that is rule in cricket. So we can take that opportunity. So we can tell one time, don't go like that. So don't play unfair. So if she play unfair, so we can get wicket. I think it's good. It's my.
Just to add on that, Chamari, the rule actually doesn't need a warning. It's completely legal, and it's the batter's responsibility not to leave the crease. Yeah. So, but will you still, as a team, and personally also give a warning, or would you just do it?
No, just we give some chance, because we said don't do that. That's why we said we stop and say first time, and again she doing the same thing. We can't do that because it's not fair. So then we can take decision. Thank you.
Rich, well played. One thing that we noticed is that Elise Perry batted low again. It seemed a very deliberate attempt to keep a left-right combination out there, as well as with the opening combination. Just talk us through the thinking behind that.
Yeah, look, I think it's one of the strengths of our batting order is our depth and the left-right handers within it. So, yeah, I think we've been doing that for a long time now, just making sure that we try and keep those combinations where we can. Because, yeah, it means that, I guess, the bowler has to make an adjustment as well, as opposed to just sort of settling in and bowling to one type of batter. So, yeah, it's a strength of our lineup, so we try and use that.
Just to follow up on that, there are obvious top order batters like yourself and Elise Perry, but then Nicola Carey is in the side as an all-rounder, not as well known for her batting as Elise is, but she came in ahead of Elise. So would that strategy continue irrespective of whether the batter is a proper top order batter or an all-rounder?
Yeah, it's our team strategy, and yeah, I guess from our point of view, it's team first. So it doesn't matter if you're one of the best players in the world, which obviously Elise is, and she's a great player, and certainly we think she's really valuable with the bat within our team. But yeah, obviously I got out at that stage, and we wanted to, or Matthew wanted to keep that combination going. So Nick came in, and I think, you saw today she's really capable of finding the boundary and doing what needed to be done. So, yeah, I'd imagine that they would keep that.
How are the nerves when those early wickets fell, Rach?
I actually was feeling okay, when, particularly walking out there as well, and pretty fortunate that one of the best batters in the world is standing at the other end, and Meg and I have played a lot of cricket together, so we knew it was just a matter of calming things down and slowing the game down a little bit and getting a really good partnership together. And I think we were able to consolidate and do that. And it didn't feel easy to bat out there, to be honest. I think, I felt like I clothed nearly every shot that I played today, perhaps with the exception of one. But we knew more than anything that the partnership was really valuable. So it was nice to be able to come together and get us back in a position where we could attack.
There were a few dropped catches out there as well, you see.
And the boundary rope got in the way too. That was handy, wasn't it?
Yeah, for you it was. Well, what about, were you aware, and was Meg aware out there, that she'd actually got a little bottom edge, but Sri Lanka had burned their review?
Yeah, I wasn't at the time. Someone mentioned afterwards, but yeah, I guess they made a choice to refer the decision earlier, which meant that they lost their referral. So it just shows you how important it is with the referrals to make sure that you're really confident that it is out, or you think that there's something that it needs to be challenged. So yeah, I guess the rub of the green went our way today.
You guys fought back to restrict them to about a run of ball 120. Did you think the chase was going to come that close or be that difficult?
I think it is always tricky starting here in Perth, and particularly coming from the ground where we've just played. So you probably couldn't get two different wickets to bat on. So yeah, perhaps I think maybe early, a couple of our wickets, the batters just got caught on the crease a little bit. But I thought the bowlers did an exceptional job to keep them to that total, and we were really confident heading into the break that it was chaseable and that we'd be able to, if we applied ourselves, to get the runs.
And pacing the run chase, you sort of launched towards the end there. Did you feel like it was always in hand though?
Look, I think we just wanted to make sure we went at the right time, that was all. Just given how challenging it was to start, so we wanted to pick our bowlers in the right end as well, and I probably had a little bit of luck just getting it over the top a couple of times, but yeah, I think with this ground as well, you sort of know that the ball just races so quickly across the field, so you never feel too far off the mark if you stay within a certain, I guess, percentage of the balls versus runs required.
Rach, and just you've lost the first game, you pretty much have scraped home in this second one. There's been so much made about Australia's being successful in this tournament. Is there pressure showing? Is that what's going on?
I hope today showed a little bit of our character, to be honest. World Cup tournaments aren't easy, and playing at home, we're actually really enjoying that opportunity to do it, but you can't escape from the fact that it's different from a normal series where perhaps you can, drop a game here or there, but you know you can get back in the contest. Whereas World Cup cricket, you have to keep winning. That's the nature of the beast. So yeah, I'm sure that there was a couple of nerves today, but yeah, I hope today showed a lot of all the character that's in the group, and to be able to get over the line right at the end there, I think it's going to hopefully create some wonderful momentum heading into the rest of the tournament.
Rachel, would you rate this 60-run knock as by far your best and most valuable T20I knock? You've just completed 10 years of T20 cricket, T20I cricket.
I'm not sure. Hopefully I've got another one in me, given that we're not through the tournament yet. So, look, I think we talk about a lot as batters having match-winning contributions, and sometimes it requires a big innings and sometimes it requires an impactful innings in T20 cricket. So, you know, today I think Meg and I came together and we did that job. We won the game of cricket for our team, and it was obviously an important moment because we needed to win today to stay in the contest. But yeah, from my point of view, it was just really nice to share in that with Meg, and today's also her 100th match. So yeah, it was really nice to not only win, but obviously, you know, win in a big game for her too.
You came in at number 5 today. In the last few matches, you've been batting anywhere from kind of number 4 to number 7. How does that feel as a player to not know when you're coming in, and when do you actually know that you're going to be sent in next?
I actually don't mind it. Like, we don't necessarily look at it as if, in a traditional sense, in that you're opening the batting today or you're batting at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's more sometimes comes down to the situation, or, you know, as we've shown, left-right hand combinations. So yeah, sometimes Elise Perry will go in ahead of me. Sometimes I'll go in ahead of Ash Gardner. It just sort of comes down to the balance of the match, and that's been something that we've thrived on as a group over the last couple of years, is people knowing their roles. So it's more about having clarity on your role as opposed to getting fixated on a number that you bat in the lineup.
When you came in at 3 for 10, what did Meg say to you at the crease? What was the message from the captain?
Oh, she just said it's actually playing really well, and the ball was just sliding onto the bat, so just play nice and straight and get a partnership going. And yeah, to be honest, walking out there, I sort of knew that was what we needed, was just a good partnership. And Meg and I have played a lot of cricket together over the years, and so we know each other's games really well. I think we run really well between wickets too. So yeah, for me it was just about getting in the contest, and yeah, I enjoy batting with Meg too. She sort of knows when I'm getting a bit antsy and walks down the wicket and tells me off. But yeah, today was yeah, a special innings, and yeah, it was nice to be part of it.
You touched on it a bit earlier, but now that you've got the one win on the board, what do you think you can do for the rest of the tournament? How much of a relief is it just to get one on the board now?
Yeah, I think hopefully it just settles our group down a little bit. Obviously the other day didn't go to plan, but as I said, that's the nature of tournament cricket. You don't always have it your own way. And we knew that we were going to get challenged at different times, and playing T20 cricket, you are sort of riding this wave of emotion and momentum too. So we had that at different stages within the game today, and we had to fight for it to get it back too in our batting innings. So yeah, I think more than anything, it'd be really nice just to, I guess, carry that on heading into Canberra in our game against Bangladesh.
Rachel, one of the conversations in this group, considering it's so competitive, is that it could go down to net run rate. Halfway stage, you had them restricted to 120 odd. Was there a conversation to get the runs early so that it would boost net run rate?
No, we didn't have those conversations. So yeah, it was really just about getting the score today and winning the matches.
Your next opponent is one you've never played before. How do you go about preparing for that?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting challenge. We've obviously watched them play a little bit over the years, so it's a little bit of an unknown, but I guess in some respects it just makes it a lot clearer. We can focus on ourselves a little bit and what we want to get right, any little things we want to tidy up from today. And yeah, as I said, it's probably a good thing that we don't know them. We can just go out there and play cricket and see ball, hit ball.